Good morning everyone, Richard Wong here. A little while ago, I published my Panasonic S1H hands-on video. That was a pretty long video, about 45 minutes long, which I talk about pretty much all the important things I thought I want to share with you about the S1H, and that was when I was using a pre-production sample S1H running pre-production firmware, and now finally I have a production sample running the 1.0 firmware. And my original plan was to do a proper full review of this camera, but after spending a week testing this camera, I noticed that apart from some issue that Panasonic already aware of with the pre-production sample, which they have now fixed in the final production model, apart from that, everything else is pretty much the same from this production sample compared to the result I got from the pre-production sample. So it doesn't really make sense for me to make another full review video, because if I'm going to do that, then all the results comments that I'm going to share with you will be pretty much identical to my previous hands-on video. So instead of that, I think I may want to take this chance to talk about something that I didn't got the chance to talk about in my previous video. So the first thing I want to talk about is that after spending probably together about a month or so playing with the S1H using both the pre-production and the production sample, I would say the S1H is the best full-frame hybrid camera in the market right now. Actually, I would say it's the best hybrid camera in the market right now. And the reason why I say that is not because I think the video quality from this camera is fantastic or it has a lot of feature. They are both true. The video quality from this camera is fantastic. The 6K is fantastic. The 10-bit video, there is a lot of details captured. The dynamic range is really good, and then they also announced the future upgrade, which will allow you to capture 5.9K raw video, which would be really fantastic. But I'm not talking about those things. What I'm talking about is this is the camera that is really designed for both photographer and videographer. And it's not just a photo camera that can also capture high quality video, because there are quite a lot of hybrid camera, especially the full frame one, that can capture very good quality photo and video as well. For example, the Nikon Z6 or the Sony A7S2. But if you look at those cameras, look at the body design. They are pretty much a photo camera. Look at the A7S2. The body is pretty much the same as all the other A7 Mark II camera, which is primarily designed as a photo camera. If you look at the A7S2's LCD screen, it only have the tilt up down screen. It doesn't even have the flip out screen. The body really doesn't have any feature or control that is specially designed for videographers. But if you look at the S1H, in some way, yes, it shared a lot of design with the S1 or S1R, but if you look at it closely, you can see that, for example, there's a big video record button at the top here, and not just one, and then another one here. This is another video record button. Compared to the normal S1, S1R body, you can see that for this one, the video record button is here. It's quite hidden, quite small, so it is quite different to the S1H. And then the LCD screen, this one is fully articulated. Not only that, you can also tilt the base out. The reason is mainly so that if you connect HDMI connector or other cable here, when you try to rotate the screen, then the screen wouldn't get into the way of any of those cables that connected here. And then you have other feature like the tail lamp at the front here, and then also at the back when you're recording, and you can see there's a special heatsink and fan design so that allow you to do unlimited 4K recording, even 4K 60 recording. And even the top LCD screen, they put a much bigger screen so that you can see a lot more information, which would be great for videographer. And they also customize the top LCD screen so that when you switch between photo and video mode, you see different kind of information. And even the tripod mount at the bottom is different. It is the special one for the video, so you have the extra hole here at the front, which the normal S1 and S1R model doesn't have. There are a lot of design changes for the S1H, which is specially made for videographer, and that's what I think a real hybrid camera really should be. A good hybrid camera should not only able to capture high quality photo and video, but the body itself should also be specially designed for both photographer and videographers. So no matter you are shooting photos or video, you should find the camera body really suitable for your usage. If you look at all the camera that the different manufacturers say it is suitable for photo and video, the S1H is pretty much the only camera where the camera body is optimized for videographers as well. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is since Panasonic announced the S1 and S1R, a lot of Micro Four Thirds users, especially GH5 users, are very interested in getting one of these full frame S series camera, either to replace their Micro Four Thirds camera or as a additional camera to their camera kit. And now with the release of the S1H, there are even more people who is interested in getting one of these camera. There are definitely many advantages if you shoot with a S1H, but of course there are also some disadvantages. For example, the camera is much bigger, much heavier, especially you consider the much bigger lens for this full frame camera as well, and also the price is also quite a bit more expensive. But on the other hand, you can take advantage of the full frame image sensor. You get much better dynamic range. You get the 5.9K or 6K recording. With a fast lens, you can also get very shallow depth of field if you want to isolate your subject from the background. But I guess one thing that a lot of people are interested in is the improvement in the high ISO performance. So last weekend I went to visit my friend Peter, who is a filmmaker. He make a lot of very cool music video. Go check out his YouTube channel. I put a link below if you haven't watched any of the music video he made. But anyway, I brought the S1H to his studio and then we shot some comparison footage using the S1H and also his GH5 to compare the high ISO image quality from these two cameras. So instead of me telling you how much better the S1H is compared to the GH5, I'm just going to show you the comparison footage side by side and let you decide it yourself. What do you guys think about the high ISO performance between the S1H and the GH5? If you are currently a GH5 user, will you be interested in getting a S1H? If so, what is the biggest reason that make you want to get a S1H? Feel free to drop a comment below and let me know your reason. Thank you very much for watching this video and I will see you in next video.